Welcome back to News Insight. Engineer Kingsley, what do you think about the presidency budgeting 9.4 billion naira on food and others, even though the citizens are dying for this same food?
I think Serap has already taken them up on that. I'm not certain what they are thinking. You know, like now there is stampede all over because of food. And you're budgeting 9.4 billion for food, travels, and all those frivolities. I mean, where is your conscience in the first place? Who is going to Aso Rock to eat? Who is going to... I know there are a few offices under presidencies, but they are all paid to eat in their houses. They are all paid. They earn salaries. So who is eating the food? Who is eating the food? You can't have a budget of 9.4 billion for food, cutlery, not even cutlery, catering and maybe basic travels and all that, in a budget where the masses are dying of stampede for food. More than 75 people are dead already across Abuja, Ibadan, and Anambra states. I'm so sure other states are scared of calling people to come and take food or share Christmas gifts. Because when you call...
Some charity organizations, they've gone back on their words because of this.
Yes, when you call one person, 10 persons are going to come. Maybe you prepared for one person. Maybe your security arrangement, protocols are for one person. And by the time 10 persons come, there's nothing you can do. They will overpower you. You know, everybody kept talking about the procedures put in place for those invited. But people coming are more than those invited. There's no doubt about that. So I think it's atrocious. President Asiwaju, President Tinubu should simply discard that budget. If there is any way of making people or putting a notice that people should eat before coming to the presidency, except you have foreign, maybe like Indian Prime Minister came the last time, and I do know that those occasions are very rare, and the amount they are going to spend are going to be very minimal. You know, probably 1 billion left for that should be enough. Mind you, we are borrowing to fund this budget. We are borrowing to feed presidency. We are borrowing to do all this. Because in any of our budgets, you can't just think, oh, the one for food was the one we generated from our internal revenue. The one for this. No, we are borrowing to fund the entire budget.
All right, please, let's hear your thoughts.
Well, we are religious people in this country, in this part of the world. And the beauty of it is everything found in the Bible, most of them are also in the Quran. It's written in the Holy Book that when the wicked are in power, the people cry, they complain. It's rather most unfortunate, you know, the kind of people, the kind of mind we have. What are they going to eat? Do they want to start human being life? Because that's what is preventing for them to do in this part of the world. You see, each time I talk and I make reference to some certain people, it's look as if I'm promoting them. I've never met Peter Obi before. But when he was governor of Anambra State, you will agree with me, he cut down these unnecessary expenses on taxpayers' money for government officials. If you want to go discuss business in Aso Rock, are you supposed to, is it a restaurant?
Are you supposed to be eating?
And moreover, even if they want to eat, how many people are going to Aso Rock? How much is Nigerian salary, basic salary? How many workers do we have in the whole country? And you are making budget of 9.something billion. Is it?
Yes.
For food and travels. Was Tinubu and the ministers and governors, were they? It's not governors.
Let me tell you,
we're not eating before now.
First Lady, one of the cardinal points of First Lady's speeches during campaign is that we are rich, we need nothing from you people. Now you are needing 9.4 billion to travel, do all this, blah, blah, blah. But you said you need nothing from us. So maybe we should call on the First Lady to come and explain what she meant that they need nothing from us. Because now they need, we're even borrowing to feed them. This is not right.
You can't even bring the issue of calling. Do they listen to you? Don't listen to us. But I mentioned, Peter Obi in his time throughout in office refused to buy any foreign vehicle. And he survived his 8 years as the governor of Anambra State and performed very, very credibly well. He refused to. Why giving people champagne in government houses? He said if you want to drink champagne, drink your house. Or if you want to discuss business, if champagne is the issue, invite me, I will come as a governor. That is a man that has the heart of working for his people. in a place where people are dying. I mentioned it earlier.
And
on.
his lack of situational
I
awareness.
mentioned it earlier on here. You think I'm joking? How many Nigerians do you think eat normal food now in a day? And you will sit down as the father in this old age, the father, the president, and somebody will pronounce 9 billion for your food and you didn't complain. That means it's okay by you. It's rather unfortunate. It's most unfortunate. The kind of people and the kind of mind. But it's been analyzed before now. That is the kind of leaders we have.
No, I see what you has opportunity. Let's not just accept that is the kind of leaders we have and go by it. Because we can't continue to bury people. Aisha Yusuf just said Nigeria has turned to a mass grave. Tinubu is just getting into his presidency, barely 2 years.
Yes.
We can't just maintain that mentality and go. We are calling on Asiwaju to change. You are a father. No father eats when the children have not eaten.
Hungry, yeah. Not.
I am a father myself. I can't pick food and start eating when others in my house have not eaten. Nobody would do that. Asiwaju shouldn't do that. He should discard that budget. Use it to implement food programs, starting from production of food, which is farming, and having a little portion of it for immediate attention by getting what the people need to eat right now. It's not for presidency. You don't come to presidency pumping champagne like my colleague has said.
Why will you be discussing business with champagne?
What are you doing with you? Which business are they even doing? I said it, Ella, I said it the other day in this platform that the same set of Nigerians, Barrister just said it a while ago, there are no middle class. The only upper class are those working for government or politicians. And if anything comes, they are going to share it for those working for government. These are the people earning salary. These are the people that has pension. These are people controlling all projects, all programs happening in government. These are people also complaining about minimum wage. These are the same set of people that's controlling our budget. Do you think other Nigerians are no Nigerians?
I don't
And
know.
whenever other,
Why will they budget to feed in the government office?
Thank you. When other citizens go to work, do they eat? Do they feed?
Why?
during work hours?
When government budget to feed people in government office, what is their own budget to feed other Nigerians who don't work in government office?
Were they not eating and having meetings with people before
Before
they enter
they enter the office?
Which business are they doing?
You know, and what food are they trying to eat? Is it that they want to start buying, bringing foreign food? Each country that is coming, they will now go to their country and bring food for them. It's just unfortunate.
And now there is stampede all over for food.
Remember, they have security votes, which is very large.
Yes.
Can't they feed themselves and their visitors from the security vote? Why making budget? In a country where we're talking this moment, our crops are coming out in our farms, yet price of food have not gone down. That is why people will have to run to get food from wherever they are offered for free.
Yes.
Do you know what the next 3 months from now will be like in terms of food price of food in the market? I am not thinking of how this administration mentioned to us how they import rice, maize, whatever. We're thinking that by now prices of food items would have gone down. Where are those items? It's like they imported them, stocked them in their own store to punish us, so that when we are very, very hungry and they release them at whatever price they want, convert it to private business, we'll still buy.
Yes.
But it's unfortunate.
I saw the news where Falana was talking about criminal negligence and things like that. Who doesn't want to prosecute? Is it the government? Or the organizers of these events whose intention, no matter how it turned out to be, was to feed the people. You know, even though they should have...
feed the people that government have left
unattended.
Yes,
because
unattended.
even though there could have been other ways to do it, maybe they could have sent these food packages to them or whatever, but they choose to call them together, which is also not bad, because the spirit of Christmas is also dining and wining together.
But these things have been happening, like charity organizations calling people to take
And people don't die
because
that's what I'm telling you, because
serious hunger there.
Yes,
so only
exactly the
only
point.
those that really needed the food were going.
Well, only those invited.
Except you are in APC.
Eli, even at that time, if you invite 100 people, you have a turnout of 50
yes.
or 40. because people were engaged with other.
The truth is, Nigerians are not greedy people. Once we have the normal food to eat, we don't go collect food and stock. But now people are afraid of tomorrow, like I
so
mentioned.
they will have to stock, even if they have at home.
There's a report that people on queue were calling their people to come and join the
because
queue.
they know they are equally hungry.
It's sad that in Nigeria, where food is not, we don't regard food.
Yes.
We don't call food anything. Part of our hospitality is to give strangers food. Now, food has become issue in Nigeria, and this
You can't even go to someone's house and they will serve you.
Don't even near my house this Christmas. Of course, don't near my house this Christmas because I'm not sure what I'm going to eat. So how do I start making preparation for you? But it's just unfortunate. I know the
and in that same country,
the government is not bothered about.
That's what I'm saying. In the same country,
that the president postponed or cancel one of them today. For crying out loud, is that the solution to this problem?
Yeah, it's like we're running two countries at the same time, side by side. One for the government workers and the politicians, and one for others. You know, it's high time we stop things like that. These budgets, they have to understand that anything that is not necessary to run the government, the people are not in support of it. I saw Sarah talk about filing a court case as a breach of constitution because they are supposed to run the country in the best with the best policies available. Making budget to feed the same set of people that are earning from government posts, which is only guaranteed salary. The only guaranteed salary is actually the government. The government cannot go defunct. Businesses can go defunct. All the big telecommunication oil company can go defunct. They can leave the country. But government cannot leave the country. They are the best guaranteed job. This set of people will package within themselves and politicians working together, and making the people dry, buying aircraft in a country where people are hungry. Where people are hungry. The money for aircraft alone can do something to our agriculture in the space of 1 year. And now, insecurity is still there. Nobody's talking about it anymore. Maybe because there's a slight improvement. Okay? Nobody's talking about. People are not going to their farms. The improvement is that maybe people can travel slightly better, but in the farms, it's still terrible. That's why you see the food crisis. The real problem is that our farmlands are locked by bandits.
Yes.
And the president needs to take that head on and stop budgeting food for people that will have money already.
You go to some states, bandits have taken over farmlands. They go harassing the locals, collecting tax and collecting animals from them. Do you know how much a kilo of meat is in the market today?
Like
you understand?
7,000 or so.
You are talking of that, for crying out loud. In a country where we don't import animals, that is because people can no longer go to rare animals and have peace. People are seriously hungry, and government is making budget of 9.something billion for food and travel. Who are they traveling for? Have they ever gone out of this country and come back with a policy or partners that improve our standard? Do you understand?
Yes.
And now they are not bothered. And you know what? As far as they are concerned, the legislative arm, the local, the National Assembly. I said, El-Rufai's son, I just love it this week, crying about them stopping this habit of spending on what is not necessary. This mic is working at the moment. You just wake up now that, okay, from January, 12 months, they should change it. What is wrong with this one?
Why fix something that is not bad?
So I think, like he has rightly said, maybe we should beg them because they are like mini gods with their brother in INEC and then other brothers in the security. Yes, of course.
Eli, do you know that if Nigerians can put their pen and paper together, add the budget for food for presidency and the budget for food and all that across the 36 states by all the governors and the budget for food by the FCT minister and budget for food by all the local government chairmen, that money will be enough to feed all Nigerians.
To feed all Nigerians and still revive our
You see,
sector.
these people are taking us for granted. And they are beginning to think, oh, once the election comes, they rig it, there's nothing we can do.
So where are our problems? we are our problem.
We'll conclude on
course.
this note. Thank you very much for viewing. We'll be right back.